Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of the MTG Arena Run. It's not the weekend today but I'm gonna be quite busy with a lot of other stuff between now and the weekend. And also I want to do another Rivals of Ixalan draft before Ravnica Legions comes in. There's still some time, so I'm gonna go for it. Yeah, still have at least one day, so we're gonna do at least one more draft. Also, I want to get up to at least gold. And we open with Zetapla, which is quite expensive. I did draft this one last time. Do I want to do it again? Well, because I definitely don't want to take Zetalpa. Luminous Bonds is interesting too. No, let's go for it. Let's do another one. Probably not gonna pan out the same as last time. We did get Miss Cloak Herald. Also got a Polyraptor. Let's try something different. Besides, I should at least take one rare out of each pack when possible. And good call, because the blue completely dried up. So if I want to get into... Oh, I almost said vampires there for a second. If I want to get into dinosaurs, especially this one, I want to get into red. I could also just get the Baffling Endo. This one's not so great. It's good for answering an early threat. It's horrible against late game threats. You know what, I'll just take the Everdawn champion instead. So currently we're kind of green-white. We could still splash for blue. I'm taking the Thunderherd Migration. Yeah, we're getting some blue back, but not so much. So we're probably in on this one. Do I want red for things like Shake the Foundations, Tiolani's Crown? Let's stick with green-white for now. Let's see if we can get into red later. Let's take the Overgrown Armasaur. Cacophadon's a no. Swaggering Corsair's a maybe. Hylopterus. I'll probably try the Hylopterus at least. Okay, got a Woodland Stream. We could buy time with Legion Conquistadors, though I don't know how many are going to come back. I could just take the Crown right now. I can also be very indecisive and just ditch most of my picks. Just take the Spirewinder. Let's take this. Well, I'm not too keen on Conquistador again. Let's take the Spirewinder. Let's see. Probably not gonna... Oh, it actually did kind of happen. Because I'm not gonna take Horncrest. I could take the Frill back. Probably want to take Soul or Secrets. I'll take the Soul. So right now I'm stuck between 3 different decks. So I got River Darter, which is not great. So I'm gonna take the Relentless Raptor. Yeah, I guess we're gonna keep the blue at least. So it's a question of blue what? Blue-green sounds like a good fit though. So let's sub these out. So we're mostly green right now. Oh, Kumena's Awakening. This is interesting. So this is interesting. You want to play this late. Guildgrove Stalker, I guess it's a maybe. We are more green than blue this time, but I do want to draw cards. Let's take that. That's a bit of a weird pull. Another Arch, but I kind of don't want to have another Arch now. Let's take some Aquatic Incursion. This one's quite good. Also note that we're a bit shy on removal. But having target Merfolk, well, we're not exactly a Merfolk deck. That's the thing to note. I'll take the Expel from Oraska for now. We need to have some sort of removal. Warkite Marauder, sure, I'll take that. At least it comes earlier. It's a rare. Plummet. Let's take a Spirewinder. Definitely taking the Water Knot. Flood of Recollection, not really. So we will take the Guildgrove Stalker here. So Thunderherd Migration, it's gonna go to the side. Take the Evolving Wilds. Aquatic Incursion came back. There's also Aggressive Urge. It's also a nice combat trick. Let's take the incursion for now. It's not quite deep root waters. There's Hornswoggle. Let's take the Hardy Veteran. And I guess we can take the River Darter here. Fall Orchard, Sworn Guardian, Raska Fillback. Let's take the Frillback. I guess we have enough dinosaurs. Jade Bear. And another Plummet. I guess we have enough dinosaurs we can actually side that in. The only thing I want is Pounce. Let's just take the Legion's Landing. Let's take rares when you can. Siren's Ruse, Spell Pierce, or Walk the Plant's removal. Verdant Rebirth is defense against removal. Kinda clunky though. Shorekeepers if I want to be annoying. No, let's just take Jade Guardian. Also equally annoying. It's definitely taking the Storm Sculptor. Though Bishop of Rebirth is nice. Just not for this deck. New Horizons is another way to go through that. Let's hope we can get the opt back. This one's not quite the same. We only have one Curious Obsession, but we have enough ways to go around. So definitely taking the... Wait, let's check. I think I can safely take the Windstrider. Yeah, we want to have as much evasion as possible. Blossom Dryad. Let's just take the cancel. Take at least one cancel. And not the second one. Crash the Ramparts. Kinda expensive, but it's a way to get damage through. Yeah, sure. Let's take that. Crushing Canopy better than Plummet. So taking this Spell Pierce. Taking the other Spell Pierce, so I now have a full playset if I'm not mistaken. Starfleet Captain, take Siren's. Let's take that. I'm not gonna play Siren's Ruse. I'm gonna play any of these, so let's take the Sure Strike. Okay, that cycles out through most of it. So very much simpler, just a few more cuts. We're mostly blue, but not by much. So I want to make some cuts on green. Probably the Crushing Canopy. That's a sideboard card. Kumena's Awakening is also an easy cut. And probably... Okay, we got 4 5s. We got 8. I could just cut the Armasaur. No, this one does a lot of good blocking job. Could just cut the Jade Bearer, but we want to get some early aggro. And we can use Incursion if we want to be nasty. Actually, let's bring the Thunderherd Migration back. Let's cut... Keep the New Horizons because this helps us accelerate. Let's cut the Cancel. So, keep the Water Knot. Yeah, no more. It's now a bit more even. 17 creatures. I guess we can cut one creature. I'll cut the Jade Bear. We're not... We have Merfolk, but we're not full on Merfolk. So not quite Curious Obsession deck. In fact, we're only playing one mythic, and that's it. We're not. I don't think we're playing any of the other rares we have. Oh, we're playing Warkite Marauder. Okay. So it's mostly an evasion deck for all intents and purposes. It's not quite creative, but still quite interesting. The 2 Curious Obsession mass blue deck, that one's a lot more interesting, but let's see if we can capture the magic again. a little bit with a more normal deck, I suppose. So off the bat, we got turn 2 Stalker. Yeah, let's keep this one. Another mana, we can make this a 3-2. So, but we'll play our blue first. Waffle Stalker. Thankfully, there's no fungal infection. There is Skullduggery, but our opponent has to play a creature first. Okay. There goes that plan. At least we got that out early. Yeah, the lack of removal is another issue. Well, 3/3 hexproof is not bad. Yeah, it's passive. Also 2/3 Flying Snake. Let's just put 3/3 hexproof down. So this one's gonna be a bit hard to remove. Our opponent's gonna have to play out combat trick and whatnot. Can't play River Darter, can't be blocked by dinosaurs. Kind of inefficient. Let's just play the Spire Winder. Let's force our opponent to start heavy removal. Kinda wanna... Yeah, we need at least one more land to get things going. I definitely wanna lock this guy down. Okay. Makes a token. I'm trying to remember if something that gives Death Touch. I don't think there is. So let's just block with both. Let's force him to have the combat trick. Okay. So he can... But he takes out the flyer instead of this one, which is interesting. I guess it's interesting. So we can flash in the... So we'll pass. And the flash in the Windstrider. Then next turn we'll just play River Darter. Heavy. Dark Inquiry. So I'm gonna flash this in first before opponent takes it away. We're probably gonna lose the River Dart. Well, we actually probably not gonna lose the water. Not. I take it back. Well, I could have just drawn a second island. That's usually the concern. Well, there's also that. So we're gonna buff the Windstrike. And we have a 6-turn clock now. Opponent probably has some form of removal for this, but let's just throw it down now. Next turn we'll probably just nuke the token or whatever big stuff he plays next. That's not big stuff. Probably not even worth it. And we have a send. I'm actually willing to attack with everything. Because I have... Well, he sees the combat trick in hand, so it's not a surprise. Okay. Sweet Thunder. Okay. So he gets to draw cards. That's fine too. No secrets. No, probably not going to be playing Polyraptor anytime soon. Opponent should probably... March of the Drowned gets Fathom Fleet Captain back. Sure. Gets to play that again. He's gonna try to power it out. I'm still gonna hold on to this. There's no penalty for me taking the damage right now. Especially if I know I'm gonna hit more next time. Stars Devotion. Yeah, definitely to put in Waffle's Owner's Library. So interesting, I can back the Jade Guardian and put another counter in Windstrider. Let's see. No, let's take back the River Darter because I can actually play that again next turn. So unless he can remove this, I win next. One of these two, I win next turn. Dinosaur Hunter's not gonna do it. Yeah, there's our quick win. At the very least, I'd like to end this this season again. Usually, I end the season limited gold, constructed gold. I probably would do better in constructed if I was not durdling around. Then again, I don't exactly have the time or the resources to put into building a tier 1 deck. Also, I'm not exactly that competitive, so I'm willing to play for fun at least. Okay, this one's a bit scary, but we just need one more mana, one green mana source or 2 more mana. Opponent mulligans though, so I'm gonna keep. And we have at least one, we can delay something for 1 turn. Okay, there's our green mana, so we're golden on that. 5-3 Oraska Frillback. I guess I'm not poly. Well, that's usually the downside of keeping something with a high end. You want to draw it later, not earlier. So, Wayward Sword 2. Gets to play another land. I'm gonna bounce that. I'm gonna bounce that now. Just some. Spend time with this. It's on another target merfolk, so I actually want to just play the Frillback. I'd rather play Aquatic Incursion than the Jade Bear Curious Obsession combo. At least for now, if he plays, even if he plays the Sword Tooth again, it's gonna be a while before he gets a Send, so I might be able to draw cards off Curious Obsession, maybe. Captivating Crew. Okay, that's not gonna do it. So he's not gonna block. Let's see. Okay, better not pure. So just do that. He might end up just taking my creature. Yeah, you'll probably just take the frill back. I end up taking 8. Still mana shy, but now I actually have to hold this one back. Okay, there we go. An interesting trick, if he spends the money to take this, not money, spends the mana to take that, I will let him draw a card. Oh. They just pass? Oh, because he wants... So he wants to drop the Curious Obsession. That's a good trade. Wait. At the beginning of your end step, if you didn't attack, sacrifice... Ah! Okay, for those wondering what's going on, you can only sacrifice a permanent you own, you control. He controlled this one, but he did not control this. He cannot sacrifice this. It's one of those curious tricks. I feel sorry for our opponent now. Especially now that I'm going to switch onto the ramparts and still get damage. Okay, so that's one interesting rules interaction. Yeah, it's gonna be really painful. Yeah. He's gonna snipe this one, that's fine. He's probably gonna play the Wayward Sword Tooth now. Still not enough. I can swing, he blocks with that. He can't block with this one yet, so he's just gonna block with that. I'm gonna need mana soon, so I'm gonna play Guildgrove Stalker. Target. Eventually, 9. So that's 9. So it's a good thing I put it here. He might still have a combat trick. Still can't block with this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that's an interesting rules interaction that actually, this curious one. Shouldn't I have to sacrifice? I'm gonna go over the wording of that one again, because that's very interesting. Okay. I thought I had that under rules. Let's see. Let's go over that again. You can only sacrifice. So at the beginning of the end step, so it. So that triggers. It doesn't return until end of turn. Yeah, that's correct. It triggers the sacrifice, but wait. Actually, I have to double check that. That doesn't sound right too. Anyway, I'm keeping this one though. This is kind of sketchy. I kind of all my other plays are very expensive. And I lose the aquatic incursion. Well, it's not too bad. This is not a great loss compared to losing one of my other spells. That said, our opponent now knows I have a very, very bad hand. It's a very interesting one, though. Opponent's currently mono black. Kinda want to draw something for turn 3. Each opponent discards 2 cards. If you control a vampire... What? There you go. Let's just discard those 2. It'll be interesting if our opponent is playing mono black. I'll take Dark Inquiry, so he gets to choose one of my Spire Winders. Yeah. But discarding those is correct, because I can't exactly play any of those. Opponents has a mono black discard deck, which is okay. My only question is, well, he probably has a high end win condition. So I'm probably gonna see it somewhere about now. Or not. I was better off just playing this now, get the damage through. What did he get? Let's playing the Jade there because that's the one I don't want to see die. My opponent probably has something to wipe my board. That's all. That's officially very strange. But hey, made it to gold, so I'm not complain. I can't complain. So it's gonna get tougher from here. Yeah, I really need to ask that question. You know what? I have some time. While I'm waiting this out, I'm gonna check the rules. If you got an Android phone, there's this app called MTG Familiar. It gives you access to basically all the cards and. Okay. I'm keeping this one at least because I can lock something down and can draw into a creature eventually. So let's check the rules on sacrifice. Okay. No, I said search all rules. Hold on. Sacrifice. Okay. Let's get a blue source. Okay. All our stuff is coming late. Okay. So we're gonna get some early damage. Okay, yet to draw anything, so I guess I'm forced to play this one here. Take an action, effect chooses to sacrifice an opponent. Oh, a player can't sacrifice. Okay. So let's start with the quotation. So this is rule 701.16. That's for a sacrifice. So A, to sacrifice a permanent, its controller moves it from the battlefield directly to its owner's graveyard. A player can't sacrifice something that isn't a permanent, or something that's a permanent they don't control. There you go. Sacrificing a permanent doesn't destroy it, so regeneration or other effects that replace destruction can't affect this action. Okay, so that's interesting. So yes, I was correct. If you don't control the permanent to sacrifice, you can't sacrifice it. And since he controlled the creature and therefore controlled the... Actually, no, that doesn't make sense. You know what? I'll take the action first. Let's read that card again. First, at the beginning of your end step. Oh, it didn't sacrifice because it checks at the beginning of my end step. Okay, there you go. It checks who's. So, me as the controller of the permanent has to. So it checks my end step and it checks if I attack or fail to attack with a creature. So I'm gonna get to Polyraptor eventually, but I don't think our opponent's gonna ever hit us anytime soon. Nice thing to note that this one is a bit invulnerable. Super Squire. Vraska's Contempt. Haha, can't target this. Still keeping it on top though, which is probably a good idea. Taking 2 damage a turn. The moment I swing with these guys. So I cut. So let's see. Okay, so I'm hoping for the aquatic incursion, so it gives me some, well, something to block these guys at least. It's been mining for treasure a lot. And okay, so it seems like they give you this one if it does charge you. 5/5. so I can't attack. Oh no, I can't attack with that one. So there you go. Bye bye, Curious. Well, I drew enough cards while it lasted, so that's the good news. So we can kiss this one goodbye because I don't want to kiss the creature goodbye. I could attack with both. I think this attack with both. I'll lose the Jade Guardian. I get some damage in, which is kind of what I wanted anyway. There we go. Then next turn, Poly. Let's see. Hopefully we can make our opponent's not playing Vraska's Contempt. That's the annoying part. Oh, it's also holding back the Dust Charger. Come on, play the Vraska's Contempt. Come on, play it. Come on. There. No, water not. So I can't play Polyraptor because I know there's a Contempt, which is not looking good. I guess I have to hold this one back. So I'll end up taking 2, 3, 4, 9. Okay. One is playing it safe though. It's like I guess problem is our opponent's gonna win in this many turns before we get he has enough removal. Yeah, we're probably gonna lose this game. Yeah. Having these on the top was not a great plan. Also managed to make the most of a bad situation with his mana too. So yeah, this is concede right now. I'm not gonna give our opponent the satisfaction of casting Vraska's Contempt. Yeah, I'm a bit spiteful today. It's kind of mean of me. Well, so that's our first loss. That's not how things go for the rest. Yeah, I'm starting to regret putting Polyraptor in. Realistically, it's probably the same reason I didn't take Zepalta. You don't... Because the odds of you hitting that mana... Okay, even if I had the Thunderherd Migration and whatnot, it's kind of meh. So that's... we got a turn 4 and turn 5 play. We're going first. But we have both our colors at least. This is a case of I kind of want a mulligan, but I really don't want to. Yeah, there's a very tender migration. So let's get ourselves another island. So there you go. Turn 3 Spirewinder, turn 4 Armasaur, and Solar. Firewinder. Yes, I will block. No, he might have Moment of Triumph, in which case, go for it. He probably has it. Kinda wish I played the Jade Guardian instead, that would have nuked it. Oh, Skullduggery. Bishop Soldier, not bad. Now let's play the card that he's... He probably still has removal though, so that might be an issue. That said, I am priced into response. He has seen this. I'm just gonna play this one first. Okay, we'll block that one first. Let's see if he has to pump. Okay, he didn't have to pump, so... But I'm down to 12. Drawing a lot of land, but at least I can defend my board without being without having my board molested and whatnot. So, Sanguine Glorifier, so that's a problem. Yeah, I'm probably gonna lose, but I do have some removal. That's not it. Yeah, I should. So in hindsight, the mulligan was probably the correct choice there. Reasoning behind that is we gave our opponent too many opportunities to play unmolested. Let's just keep trading off because I don't have much of a choice. That said, opponents. Okay, let's do that. I have options. Correct one. Unfortunately, the correct one is to bounce the Insulted Sky Muncher. Yeah, take action. And yeah, I have to block this. I'm probably not. Our opponent's going to retain his Hybrid Legion Conquistador. If you're playing this one, you at least have a second one. And oh, he had all four. It looks like he drafted them. Did he draft them all from Ixalan? Wow. Anyway, so that's a good game for us. We simply flooded out. We're gonna make let's see if we can make some adjustments, but I don't think I have any cheap creatures left. I got another Jade Bearer. Yeah, I don't think this one's good if we have a way to trigger it. We don't. I'm gonna just drop that. Now, is it too little too late or whatnot? At least we have a few 1/1s we can play with, but those are probably not the 1/1s I was looking for. So any game could be our last. Let's see how much we got. So we got River Darter into Jade Guardian, so I'm keeping this. Again with the questionable keeps. Could use more blue mana. Let's see if we can get one next turn. Okay, nope, so probably not yet. So this one could be either pirates or dinosaurs. Right? Okay. You may pay X. Interesting. So let's play this one first. We got a fleet order, so this is sort of pirates. So I can attack with this, force a block on from these two. Let's see if he's willing to trade. Oh, he just trades for a token, so that means he might take mana. Well, it's okay. That's okay. So, definitely play... Yeah, definitely play the Jade Guardian, because I can play Veteran and fill back next turn. This one's all about mana efficiency. So, let's see, what 4-drop did we help our opponent play? Oh no! this we can trigger eventually. So probably should tap this. But eventually I have the means to answer that, so I think I'll play this one. Play hardly better. So at least we don't have to worry about extra creatures attacking out of nowhere. I do want not exactly the best use of removal. I probably should have put it here. But because I know I'm gonna play Frill back next turn, and I'm just having the itching feeling our opponent is stuck on mana. You know what? I can still attack with this one while he blocks with that. I can still attack with this too. Okay, so he's just gonna take. He's just gonna take 2. Okay. And it also affects our opponent, so that's something to consider. Hopefully stuck is also something to consider too. Yeah, I'm okay with either of these trading. Okay, so he's just gonna keep. Wait, oh no, he has a trick. It's called the Oh, okay, that's fine. So this one double strike. He probably might start attacking. Why not? Another creature enters the battlefield. Oh wait, never mind. I'll take 2 damage from here. But more importantly, I can... Can't be blocked. This one can't be blocked by dinosaur, so I can at least trade with the Stormfleet Swan. Yeah, he's gonna go for that. Make that trade. So I got 8 mana, so I have a 3-turn clock. I still have a 3-turn clock even as the Jade Guardian. Let's take the hit. I should cancel. Can at least steal the win with this one. So I think it's we have enough mana. It's safe for us to take another hit. Opponent getting stuck at 3 mana was a problem. So hexproof is a very good thing to have. The greatest rare, but I'll take it. So still living on the edge of our seats. But it looks like the creature of the day is actually the hexproof guard. Is that Jade Guardian? Well, I'll just call him hexproof guardian. That's. You know things are bad when you can't remember card names anymore. But then again, if the card is not so memorable, names are not easy to remember. So that said, this is not a keeper. Turn 1 into this, and I guess our opponent took a mulligan, so I'll take 1 too. This one's better. Sure, we lose the turn 1 play, but we have the certainty of a turn 3 play. And our opponent's mulliganed again, so... And I'm actually willing to keep that because even if I don't draw into a dinosaur... Well, I would like to draw into a dinosaur at least. Okay, no, that's not a dinosaur, so we'll play that next turn. So worst case, I play River Darter first, then play Thunderbird Migration. That's a dinosaur, so I can slip through that one. Okay. Actually, no. No point revealing the dinosaur, just pay the extra. So this is a case where information is just as valuable as resource. Since I have no intention of blocking this, I'm just going to draw first right here. So hopefully next turn, I draw 1 more mana, I play Overgrown Armosaur. That's the same idea. I might just play the Armosaur anyway. So that's how it feels like to be hit by Curious Obsession Limited. Okay, that's not what I want. So definitely gonna crack that. I'm actually gonna just put the... I'm gonna play the Jade Guardian, put the counter on River Darter. Then just toss the Jade Guardian aside. Does he have... Oh no, Savage Stomp? Underground. Okay. So that's one... So at least I get to block once. Then I play... Play the Armosaur too. Ooh, this guy's gonna get huge. This guy's gonna get huge. I need to... So okay, first I'm gonna ditch this. Thankfully doesn't have trample. I need to draw into water, or my expel from Orasco. I could actually just play this. Literally buy time, but I might as well just take the damage next turn. Savage Stomp is a sort of Slippery Scoundrel. Okay, so I'm now on the clock. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna lose this one. Oh, you can actually drag it around? Hold on. Because I have to block at least, otherwise I just lose faster. Because what? Let's see, if I take 5, I go to 11, then it takes... And everything else I play is literally just a... Okay, you know what? No blocks, get your extra card. I'm gonna try to see if I can keep playing defenders for days. So I'll swing with the Overgrown off. So the good news is at least I have creatures I can throw away. But I don't like that their opponent... he could sacrifice this. Sure, that's probably not a good idea. So I'm going to be taking 2 damage each turn. So I need to keep on hitting. So I'm gonna keep taking 2 a turn. I just need to keep blocking this. So that's where small guys like this. So it's a case of can I outrace these guys? Hopefully our opponent doesn't have any more removal. Also ooh, wait, this is a trample. Wait, emergent growth must be blocked this turn if able. Just one creature. So I have to take 7. Okay, let's block it 1. So I go down to a turn. So I... Okay, so that's interesting. I need to block both, unfortunately. I have to hold this one back. So... yeah, the reason I need to hold this one back, even if this deals more damage, because I still get tokens out of this, which is probably going to be more important in the long term. I don't know if our opponent has counterspell. I don't care at this point. I just have artisan. Target creature gets +2/+2. That's okay. Oh wait, that's all he needs to do. Yeah, that's a good game. Yeah, he got the slippery scoundrel true. So, and let's just get our more victory over this one. Yeah, curious obsession. I think is probably the mythic uncommon for this set. You really have to deal with it. So, but that said, nice to make it to gold 4. Oh, and nice to claim our prize. So that's it for this episode of the Magic Arena Run. This draft not as great as the last one, but still quite decent and a bit of a learning experience too. So, hey, this is the card I was looking for. Nice pull. And so there you go. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys again next time. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, notifications, and whatnot. Take care.